Hi guys, thanks for joining me, DizzyAngelDemon, for part 2 of my miniature painting Dread Knight series. Today we're going to paint the eyes and skull. Right now I'm just using some the Army Painter War Paints in Chaotic Red to give a base coat to the eye area, the eye socket I guess you would say. This color is mainly going to be used for the edging of the eye. It's a nice dark, deep red. Now I'm going to Vallejo Model Color in red. Love this shade of red. It's just really just a perfect red. And that's going to go on the back of the eye. It's just going to be slightly brighter than the Chaotic Red. I probably could have brightened it up a bit more, but it works. It's enough. You'll see when it's done. It's enough contrast that I think it looks pretty good. Yeah, so I'm just going ahead and trying my best to paint that back of the eye without messing up the edges. Right here I think I'm going with some Chaotic Red and just touching up anywhere that I might have got the Vallejo Red on the edge, because I want that to be really dark. I want the eyes to look sunk in but kind of glowing at the same time, like glowing from deep within the skull. And here's a little look at how that's turning out. That Chaotic Red is really good because it's almost like it's not really almost black, but where it's positioned on the eye, it looks almost black. Right now I'm using Vallejo Model Color in Vermilion, which is like a really bright orangish red, and that's going to be for, I guess the, I don't know, the pupil of the eye, and that's going to just kind of give that center focus where it looks like it's glowing. Now we're moving on to the skull part, and I'm using some the Army Painter War Paints in Skeleton Bone for that. I'm just going to give it a base coat. I did him a little differently than I've done my other skeletons. The Drakk Manor Super Dungeon Explorer expansion set has a lot of skeletons in it. So this is my, gosh, let me just check here. Looking for my figures. I did so far, hopefully you can still hear me, I moved away from the mic. I did 4 skull bats and 4 rattlebones, and this is my second Dread Knight. And I also did a bonehead, which is another type of skeleton. I'll be painting one of those on camera next for you guys if you're interested in seeing how I paint up my little boneheads. Alright, so now that the base coat of skeleton bone is dry, I'm going to use a bigger brush. It's one of my old Citadel brushes. It holds the ink very nicely, and I'm going to use the War Paints Quick Shade ink in Soft Tone. It's like a tan brown color, just perfect for shading skeletons and bones and such. I'm applying a few coats of shade in selected areas where I want excuse me, where I want the darker sunken in areas to show up. And there's a little look at how it's coming along. I'm going back to skeleton bone now that the quick shade ink has dried. And I'm going to add some highlight to make the contrast even more predominant between the darker areas and the brighter areas. But yeah, I did this one a little different, getting back to my thought, because I got totally sidetracked. Because the others don't really have these like face guards and things like a big helmet, heavy helmet that would be causing a lot more shade. So there's not as much detail, and I didn't take it as bright, you'll see at the end, as I did with my other skeletons. Mind you, right now he looks quite bright. And just continuing on to highlight with that skeleton bone. Now that that's dried, you can take a look. I'm going to go ahead and bring it down a little bit with some white and make it an even brighter color. And put some very predominant highlights, just a touch here or there where the light might be catching on his face. And you're going to see that really pops. And here you have the finished product once he's all dry. Thanks for watching. Please give me a thumbs up, share, and leave a comment below. Love hearing from you guys.